Basta kay Sir Rojan, ibang klase. Let's go! Okay, welcome ulit sa ating klase. Meron tayong inihandang illustration tungkol sa activity-based costing para mas maintindihan natin in case magsasagot tayo ng mga problems tungkol sa ABC. Okay? So, start tayo. Ayan. So, meron tayong problem dito. Potter Incorporated manufactures wizard figurines. All figurines are approximately the same size, but some are plain ceramic, whereas others are fancy, with purple leather capes and a wand. So si Potter Incorporated, meron siyang dalawang klase ng product na binibenta. Yung figurine na gawa sa plain ceramic, tapos yung figurine na gawa sa fancy or yung fancy figurine. The management is considering producing only the fancy figurines because they appear to be substantially more profitable than ceramic figurines. The company's total production overhead is 5,017,500, and then some additional data follow. You have your revenues for ceramic and fancy, direct costs for ceramic and fancy, production in units, machine hours, direct labor hours, number of inspections. So letter A, Potter Incorporated has consistently used machine hours to allocate overhead, determine the profitability of each line of figurines, and decide whether the company should stop producing ceramic figurines. So, dito sa statement na to, malalaman natin na Potter is currently using traditional costing system. Kasi isa lang yung ginagamit niyang basis of allocation, which is machine hours. So, again, ang objective natin is to decide whether the company should stop producing figurines, ceramic figurines or not. So meron tayo ditong direct cost, no? We do not need to allocate this kasi these are traceable. Directly traceable to sa kanyang cost object which is ceramic and fancy. What we want to allocate is itong overhead kasi this is not traceable. Indirect cost kasi yan. So gamit yung machine hours, we have to compute for the overhead rate. So yung overhead rate natin is equal to 5,017,500, which is your overhead divided by the activity. Yung activity natin based on machine hours. So itong dalawa. Therefore, 250,000. So ang overhead rate is equivalent to 20.07. So double check natin. 5,017,500 divide 250,000. So 20.07. So we have to allocate the 5 million overhead to ceramic and fancy. So kung i-allocate natin yan, si ceramic, gumamit siya ng 200 machine hours times 20.07. So times 200,000, you have 4,014,400. And then si fancy naman, that's equal to 50,000 yung kanyang machine hours times 20.07. So 50,000 times 20.07 is 1,003,500. So this should be same. Parehas dapat itong dalawa dito. Kasi nga, inallocate lang naman natin siya. Wala tayong dinagdag, walang binawas. So that's 5,017,500. So now that we determined the overhead cost allocated to each cost object, alamin na natin yung profitability. So yung profitability, you have your revenue for ceramic and kay fancy. So yung revenue niya, ayan, given naman, 15 million. And then for fancy, 16 million 800. And then yung mga cost niya, meron tayong direct cost dito. Direct cost, 8,250,000. Hindi na natin yung papakalman kasi direct cost naman yan. Then 8,750. Then yung overhead cost na na-compute natin, 4,014,000 para kay ceramic, tapos 1,003,500 para kay fancy. And then, ito na yung ating gross profit. Okay? So you have 15 million minus 8,250 minus 4,014,000. You have 2,736,000. While for fancy, 16,800,000 minus 8,750 minus 1,003,500. That's equal to 7,046,500. Okay, so profitable pa naman parehas, ano? Kaya lang, mas profitable nga daw itong si Fancy. So, kung kukunin natin yung profit margin niya, divide nyo lang yung dalawa. 2,736 divide 15 million, meron kang 18%. Tapos 7,046,500 divide 16,800, meron kang 42%. So, mas profitable nga naman itong si Fancy as compared kay Ceramic. This is using machine hours as basis of allocation. So ito yung ginagawa natin dati, no, sa basic basic cost accounting ninyo, pag magko-compute tayo ng overhead rate. Tapos check nyo lang kung ilan yung activity na ginamit ng bawat cost object, then multiply nyo doon yung activity rate. Okay? Or yung overhead rate. Okay tayo dyan? Yan. So ulitin nyo to kung sakaling hindi nyo maintindihan, no? Ulit-ulitin nyo lang kung paano nakuha yung overhead. Ito kasi yung objective natin dyan eh. Yung i-allocate yung overhead papunta kay cost object. Okay? Next. So same information. Letter B. The cost accountant has determined that production overhead costs can be assigned to separate cost pool. So pool number 1 contains 1,260,000 of overhead cost, for which the most appropriate cost driver is machine hours. Pool number 2 contains 2,257,500 of overhead costs, for which the most appropriate cost driver is direct labor hours. And then pool number 3 contains 1,500,000 of overhead costs, for which the most appropriate cost driver is number of inspections. Compute the overhead cost that should be allocated to each type of figurine using this methodology. So dito na nga pumapasok yung activity-based costing natin. Kasi nga maraming pool ang ginamit to assign the overhead. So yung total overhead natin is 5,017,500, kung saan inallocate siya into 3. Meron kang pool number 1, pool number 2, and pool number 3. Yung pool number 1, meron daw siyang 1,260,000 based on machine hours. Based on machine hours. Yung pool number 2, meron tayong 2,257,500 based on direct labor hours. Yung pool number 3, meron tayong 1,500,000 based on inspection. So ito yung first step, di ba, ng allocation natin. That should be the same do sa 5 million pag tinotal mo itong tatlo. 1,260 plus 2,257,500 plus 1,500,000. That should be the same kasi nga, ina-allocate lang natin siya. Wala tayong dinadagdag, wala tayong binabawas. So, ang next step natin is to identify at to compute for the activity rate. So, yung activity rate natin, i-divide mo yung total activity. Divide by activities, no? So, you have, this is 250,000 pag tinotal mo yung dalawa. Yung isa naman, 34,500 plus 153,625, 188, 125, and then this is 7,500. So, yun yung gagamitin mong pang-divide, no? So, 1,260 divide 250,000 machine hours equals 1,260 divide 250. You have 5.04 pesos per machine hour. Then 2,257,500 divide 188, 125 direct labor hours. 2,257,500 divide 188, 125. So that is 12 per direct labor hour. And finally, 1,500,000 divide 7,000 inspection. 1,500,000 divide 7.5. So you have 200. 200 pesos per inspection. Okay? So ito ngayon yung mga activity rates. Activity rates, no? Okay? So using this activity rates, yung second allocation na. which is multiply mo yung mga mismong ginamit ng bawat cost object. Multiply by the activity rate. So again, dito natin lagay. Compute na natin ang profitability. So ceramic and fancy. May revenue tayo dyan. Revenue na 15 million. Then this is 16,800,000. Yung direct cost niya, 8,250, 8,750. Yung overhead cost niya, isa-isa mong computan gamit yung activity rate. So, halimbawa, unang activity rate mo is machine R. Machine R is 5.04. So, 5.04 times 200, kasi dito ay kay 200 machine hours, 200,000. So, 200,000 times 0.05, 5.04. 5.04. So, you have 1,008,000. Yung namang isa, 5.04 times 50. So, you have 252,000. So, this is 50,000. 252,000. The next one, yung pool number 2, direct labor hours. So, na-complete natin dyan ay 12. So, ang ginamit ni ceramic is 34,500. So, 34,500 times 12, 414,000. And then, ang ginamit ni fancy is 153,625. So, 153,625 times 12, that is 1,843,500. Then finally, si inspection, 200 pesos ang kanyang activity rate. So si ceramic may 1,000 inspection. So 200 times 1,000, 200,000. And then si fancy merong 6,500 inspection. So 65 times 200 is 1,300,000. So ito ngayon yung overhead nila, yung total overhead nito. Okay? Yan, ito yon. Ngayon, kung kukumpitin nyo yung total overhead allocated, ipagkumpitin mo lang yung tatlong yan. 1,008,000 plus 414,000 plus 200,000. That's equivalent to 1,622,000 yan, 1,622,000. Then, yung tatlo naman ni Fancy, 252,000 plus 1,843,500 plus 1,300,000. That's 3,395,500. And then again, pag tinotal mo yung dalawang overhead ni Ceramic tsaka ni Fancy, that should be equivalent to 5,017,500. So ito dapat is 5,017,500. Kasi nga wala kang dinagdag at binawas. Inallocate mo lang. So let's compute for the profit. Ang gross profit natin, meron kang kay Ceramic, 15 million minus 8,250 minus 1,622,000. So meron kang 5,128,000. Yun naman kay Fancy, 16,800,000 minus 8,750 minus 3,395,500. So that is 4,654,500. So parehas pa rin silang profitable, no? Pero kung compute natin yung profit margin niya, yung profit margin is 5,128,000 kay ceramic, divide 15 million, you have 34%. Kay fancy, 4,654,500 divide 16,800,000. You have 28%. Di-divide mo yung dalawa, yung profit tsaka yung revenue. As compared dun sa nauna, mas malaki ang profit ni Fancy compared kay Ceramic. Parehas naman silang profitable kasi positive naman eh. Tapos sa activity-based costing, profitable pa rin naman parehas. Kaya lang, hindi na mas malaki na ngayon yung cost ni Ceramic, yung profit ni Ceramic compared kay Fancy. Mas malaki yung profit kasi mas malaki yung overhead cost allocated kay Fancy kumpara kay Ceramic. Nung una, mas maliit. Ito lang, oh. 1,300,000, 1,003,500. Kay Ceramic is 4,014,000. Kasi nga, isa lang ang ginamit niyang allocation, which is machine hours. 200 kay Ceramic, malamang mas malaki yung kanyang overhead. Dito, kinonsider niya itong tatlong activities. Kaya, mas accurate yung na-compute nating overhead. At lumalabas, mas malaki pa lang overhead na ginagamit ni Fancy kaysa kay Ceramic. Kaya mas profitable si Ceramic. So, yung sinasabi ng management nung una, dito, si Fancy na lang daw ang gagawin niya only kasi mas profitable daw pala siya. Kung traditional lang ginagamit mo, lalabas yan. Ito, tama naman siya. Kaya lang, hindi sa lahat ng cost system. Nung binago mo yung costing system, ginawa mong ABC, mali pala siya. O di meron pa siyang sayang, no? Mas liliit pa lalo yung kanyang profit kung yung fancy na lang ang ginawa niya. Dapat si ceramic. Okay? So, you see the difference, no? It's very important to consider the activities dahil kung ang ginamit mong activity na pang-allocate, yung isa lang, tapos mas malaki yung isa dun sa isa, lugi naman, no? Parang unfair naman. Hindi hindi yun yung tamang allocation natin. So, that's under ABC or activity-based costing. So, remember lang the steps ng ginawa natin. Yung overhead, pag-iwa-hiwalay nyo into different cost pool. Tapos, compute mo yung activity rate. I-divide nyo yung cost pool by the activities, yung total activities, kagaya nito. 200 plus 50, 34 plus 34,500 plus 153,625, 1,000 plus 65. Yun yung ginamit nating denominator. This one. Ito, yung total. So again, step 1, pag-iwahiwalay yung overhead cost into different cost pool. Step 2, kunin natin yung activity rates by dividing the cost pool by the cost driver, yung total cost driver. Ito na nga yun. And then step 3, allocate the cost pool using the activity rates multiplied by the actual or yung ginamit ng bawat isa. So, hihiwa-hiwalay mo na ngayon yung cost pool sa bawat cost object. So, I hope nakatulong itong ating illustration para mas lalo naintindihan natin ang activity-based costing. So again, good luck lagi sa inyong pag-aaral. Ingat kayo palagi. Bye-bye!